russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. All right, Jeff, what news do we have for Al today? We got some news time, so what do we got for Al today?
So Tony Khan was talking about AEW being under constant attack. So he said to be AEW is to be under constant attack. You do a great show, and the next day somebody's saying something negative. You do 5 great shows in a row, somebody says something negative. You break the ticket record for the most tickets ever sold for a wrestling show in the history of the world, and somebody has to say something bad about it. At this point, I don't worry about it. Okay. I don't worry about it. Obviously, you're worrying about it, but anyway.
I know.
The wrestling's great and everything's great, and still people are trying to tell you there's some problem with it. To be AEW, no matter how good you do, there will be people coming for you, gunning for you, because that's what this is. There's a reason that every single person who stepped into my position until now has gone out of business. I'm the only one left.
Okay, wait. Let's dissect this. First off, clearly you do care. Otherwise, you'd have never mentioned it. I love when people go, well, I don't care. Well, then if you didn't, why were we having this conversation?
Wait, and Al, because we can't show the visual, let me set this up. This is all puppy dog eyes. At various times, he's tilting his head. You know how dogs sometimes tilt their head? It's all puppy dog. I'm the victim. Look at me. So go ahead, Al.
Well, also, if you're willing, you are the one person who has the balls and the passion to actually take a step up and follow and do what you want to do, inevitably in every pursuit and in every walk of life, whether it's you're an athlete, you're an actor, you're going to be, if you are willing to step into the public eye and you're willing to stay in the center of attention, you have to accept the fact that you're going to get that attention and that not all of it's going to be positive and not all of it's going to be in front of you. A lot of it, majority of it's going to be behind your back. So why are you doing this if you're not willing to suffer the criticisms? It just inevitably is going to happen. And you're not the only person who gets attacked. Why is it okay that everyone has some input as far as WWE is concerned? And that's all right. Is it because they're so successful in spite of everyone's input? I don't know. Is it that maybe some of this for Tony Khan is ringing true, some of this criticism? Is it because he doesn't feel confident in the direction and the decisions that he has made? I don't know, but he has to accept the fact that no ifs, ands, or buts, you're going to be in the public spotlight. You're going to get criticism and negative comments. It's just, you have to expect it and know that it's coming. And you have to then have enough self-belief and confidence in your decisions and the direction you've decided to take. Unless, of course, that's been shaken by the results you've gotten.
Mm. It's like when Vince, we discussed this on another show, but it's like he has such thin skin that if one person doesn't like something, it's like, him going after Disco. And we always compare, okay, well, he's the Vince McMahon of AEW. Has there been anybody that's been attacked more by the fans than Vince McMahon? I mean, think about this. Over the years, the media, Vince McMahon has got the most attacks. Does he go out there and complain about it? No, whatever. He probably doesn't even care. He just does his business the way he wants to do his business. It just seems weird that this is the head of a company, supposed to be the leader and the boss, and just to get so upset by fans attacking your product.
Well, and again, we've discussed that, as far as what, AEW needs more than anything else is what? Real leadership, a real boss, a real direction. not somebody that's looking to be liked by everyone or be commended for every decision that is made. You just have to accept that, that if you're, I tell everybody here in OVW, look, authority is, you get a certain amount of authority based on the amount of responsibility. Okay. I'm the only one, no matter what anyone thinks, that whenever anything goes bad in OVW, who's going to eat the shit sandwich? Anyone else in the company? Nope, just me. I'm the only one. So that means that's my responsibility. That means I now have the authority to go whatever direction I want to go, and I don't have to justify or excuse that direction, because at the end of the day, I'm the only one that's going to pay the price for it. Am I wrong? So then why do I have to justify it to other people who aren't going to eat the shit sandwich with me? They're not going to sit down, pull themselves up to the table, and we're all going to hunker in. The fans for Tony Khan are not one time are any of them ever going to pay a bill, pay a talent, pay rent for Wembley Stadium. Not one of them is going to take the hit if there is any kind of, drama or situations with talent. They're not going to be on the phone. No one's going to stand there beside Tony Khan and hold his hand. If a couple wrestlers come to him and go, hey, we want to do this exploding barbed wire match, and he goes, yeah, sure, sounds like a good idea, and then it goes terribly wrong, none of these people are all going to take the heat. Only Tony Khan is. So why does he care what anyone else thinks if not anyone else is going to take the heat?
I just like the when he uses the term everyone, he's convinced himself of this, like everyone is gunning for AEW. Bro, I can't tell you, Al, how many times, I cannot tell you how many concerts I've been to go see my favorite bands or my favorite artist, and after the concert, I'm cutting a promo on the playlist. They're still my favorite band and my favorite concert, but why didn't you do this? And why didn't this? Is what he's talking about. But he's built this scenario where it's AEW against the world and everybody's gunning for us. Really, bro?
If you want to look and I think read between the lines, I don't think he means us. I don't think he means fans. I don't think he means it's AEW against the world. I think it's him versus his roster. I think he gets a lot of in-house criticism, second guessing. I think there's a lack of belief in his leadership. I think there's a lack of confidence in his direction. And you're going to have that inevitably in any wrestling company, but I think because of his history and his lack of, I think, real internal respect among the wrestlers, that when you hear this statement, it's not directed at us. It's not directed outside of AEW. I think it's more directed within.
Jeff, do you have the rest of that line just to read to Al about, who specifically he's doing this for? Al will get
no, because that was a different part of the conversation.
Oh,
no, they don't have that in there.
Fill Al in on who he's doing this for.
Oh yeah, Vern Gagne, Ted Turner, and everybody that Jim Crockett maybe he mentioned.
Yeah. He's doing this for all of those who failed before him, including Ted Turner.
They didn't fail. Not one of those people failed.
Well, I don't think he used the word failed, but he implied that they all went out of business. So it was like he was saying, well, they're not here, but I'm still here.
Right. And I get that, but that's because it's your time. And, and you've got the resources to keep yourself in business, because quite honestly, if it were based off of real business of overhead and income and profit, you'd be out of business.